It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160. Dan Hrabovsky is with us here this morning. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thanks for having us on today.
Oh, it's good to have you with us here this morning. We're talking about the what has become now an annual event, the Hrabovsky 3-on-3 tournament, basketball tournament, and it's happening not this weekend, but next, correct?
That's correct. It's not this coming Saturday, but the one following. It's the 20th of May, and we're really looking forward to it. Last year's event was a big success, and we're primed so far to have an even bigger year this year. So all funds go towards the Paul Hrabovsky Memorial Scholarship, which benefits graduating seniors of the Homer Center High School. And, well, that being said, that's why we're here today, because the biggest thing that we need to do to make this thing a success is get team registrations in, and our deadline for registration is coming up tomorrow, this Friday, the 11th of May.
So it's time to get them together.
That's right.
Team member, it's a 3-on-3 tournament, but what's the team roster limit?
Well,
three people or four?
You can have one alternate, one substitute, so you can enter with either 3 or 4 players. That's a personal choice, but up to 4 per team, as that way you have 3 players and one alternate to substitute out.
And different categories of teams as well.
That is correct. We have brackets from 4th through 6th grade, 7th through 9th, 10th through 12th, and then we have an adult bracket that is 18 and over adult. Now, this year we added an individual bracket for co-ed in case people want to play that way.
Oh, cool.
We just ask that they're 10th grade or older, so anywhere from 10th grade up through adults.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fun. That would be a fun way to approach it as well. So,
absolutely.
No matter what your level of play, you're certainly invited to bring a team, and it's not necessarily about the winning. Everybody gets out there and they want to win their game. But it's a much higher goal than something such as winning a basketball game, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is our living memorial to our son, Kai Hrabovsky. It's almost 2 years now that he's been gone, and we have this event set up to fund the scholarship in his name. So everything here that we're doing, the team entries, the concession stand, the whole 9 yards, all of that goes towards funding the scholarship and eventually goes to graduating seniors of Homer Center High School. So it's a good cause, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. You will definitely eat well. My wife handles the concessions menu, so even if you're not a player, it's worth coming down for, because it's a really good time, and spectators are welcome. There's no admission fee.
Yeah, it'd be a terrific time. This would be Kai's senior year, yes?
This would be, which is extra special.
Sure.
And, we're really pleased that because of the success we've had in fundraising through the 3-on-3 tournaments, and also through personal generosity of the community, we were able to do something a little additional, a little extra special, because it would have been his graduating class this year. So this year we gave away 5 $1,000 scholarships to the applicants, our graduating seniors of Kai's class. So
terrific thing, huh? Those kids,
absolutely,
they grew up with Kai.
They did,
and now
we
they
grew
graduate.
up with them. You know?
Well, that's the thing. It's that way in every school district, and certainly in Homer Center as well.
It is tight.
There would be days you go downstairs, you wouldn't recognize the kids that were there.
This is the truth, yes. But the applicants this year were outstanding, and we knew them both personally and, of course, through their academics and their submissions. And, it was very gratifying to be able to award each of them, because in their own ways, I know they're going to make a difference.
A basketball tournament is a natural for Kai.
It
loved the sport.
It was an easy decision. He loved to play. He loved the team camaraderie, and that's why we put it together like we did, because we wanted this to represent him in a way he would have approved of and would be appropriate. And by keeping it such a giving atmosphere and keeping it as a whole heck of a lot of fun and a lot of love, it really does represent his legacy quite well.
It is happening next Saturday, the 20th. Action gets underway at what time?
We start at 8 a.m.
And then until you're done.
Until we're done, typically it's going to be mid to late afternoon. We slot the time for 8 to 5. We were done a little bit early last year, and I would expect the same this year because once you get this rolling, it goes rather quickly.
What's the format for the games themselves? First to what?
We play 15-minute games at this point, unless
games.
we happen to get a huge influx of team entries where we might need to alter that. We do 15-minute games and stagger them so that the players get a little rest and a chance to grab a bite to eat, and rotate it so that the day is a fun-filled day full of good competition and again, a lot of love.
Okay, so registration deadline is tomorrow.
Registration deadline is tomorrow.
How do people do it?
You can go to our website, which is KAIS, that's KAIS, legacy.org. You also can message us on Facebook, which is simply KAIS Legacy. Again, that's KAIS Legacy. And there's forms on our website you can download and print out. You can message us. You can email it. Whatever way you get a hold of us, we're going to make sure we get you into this thing because we're definitely looking for the teams right now. Yeah,
and one of the things we need to make clear is this is not a Homer Center type event. This is for anybody that wants to bring any team from anywhere, correct?
Absolutely. We have teams from all over. I know that we have one from out in West Shamokin. The Apollo Ridge School District, I believe, has one or two working, and of course lots of support locally, so it'll be good competition. You might get a look at some of the people that you're going to be playing in the upcoming seasons if you're on a sports team in one of those organizations. Yeah, you sort of get an idea too that some of these players of recent vintage who are no longer with the team just want another shot. I want another shot at that team over there, so I'm going to go after that. We're going to bring our team, and our three guys going to play your three guys, see what we come up with. That's the idea, definitely the idea. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's got a wonderful, wonderful route, and that is this scholarship fund set up on behalf of Kai. I know that it is a tremendously stressful time that you and your family must go through at this time every year, and particularly in his graduating year, and for you folks to step up and put this together again, it's just going to be a wonderful thing. It helps us to help them through the scholarship and awarding the scholarship, and through this event. It helps us keep our hands busy and minds focused on a very positive task, and that's part of the plan behind it, is to also help everybody in the community and within our families, and do it for a good reason, ultimately to benefit the students that surrounded Kai throughout his entire life. KaisLegacy.org. KaisLegacy.org. That's KAIS Legacy.org. That's where you go. Dan, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Thank you very much for having us today. We look forward to seeing all of you on May 20th. Tournament at Homer Center High School. It's Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160.